Yeah, it's our time to shine. Show that's the kind of state of mind you gotta combine with hard work and time. You gotta climb to the top. Don't let yourself drop till your heart stops. Let this beat rock. Got a new clock and a new stock for this new rock. Just let your mind loose from the new stock. Drunk off the goose, yeah. Thinking that I'm too pop. Getting caught with a few thoughts cause I'm too lost. Off the speakers can't even handle me. Giving what I got, nobody's gonna drain my energy. And I will never stop, I'm motivated by enemies. Setting up shop so everybody remember me. And no, I am not going through life regretfully. I'd rather work non-stop, what they call incessantly, than work some odd job just to live life pleasantly. Already got lost in my mind, not a fantasy, I'm getting it. Forgotten souls, so stop, drop, and roll. You lost all control and pop off your ball. I got squat, I fall, I'm not bought, I'm sold. My stock rocks, it's gold. Hey, knock, knock, she home. It's shit, talk to close. I ain't stopping though, it's hip-hop, you know. Or is it rock and roll? I'm not dropping tone, no, my pocket's grown. You can't stop the show, so get rockin' up. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. Taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you, I ain't never. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. I'm taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you, I ain't here to make friends. Yeah. I ain't never slowing down, keep on going till I'm down. No, I'm never slowing down, cause we're blowing up now. I ain't never slowing down, keep on going till I'm down. No, I'm never slowing down, cause we're blowing up. Hard words like a weapon, attack with no questions. In my own section and they still disconnected, cause their mind's been infected and they're filled with objection. Too filled for recollection, so we're losing all attention. They don't know I'm in contention, cause I'm gaining their attention. Cause I'm making a connection, lyricism and aggression got me feeling my ascension. In my passion, my profession, I'm attacking my obsession. Taking action and progressing, I go off on the enemy, that's what makes them scared of me. Make my plans carefully, then execute them daringly. They say I act recklessly, but that's why I'm effective. See, you can't predict my tendencies, I offer no transparency. Some people think I'm lost, others think I'll be a legend. I'm never gonna stop till I'm one above second. And my thoughts at the top, but my mind stay present. Don't let your dreams stop, cause dreaming is a blessing. They tell me all the same, told me I won't make a name. But it's not about the fame, it's about keeping me sane. So I stay within my lane.
Well, good afternoon, race fans, and welcome to iRacing and Outlaws TV here tonight at the USA International Speedway for round number 7 of the Hobbs Trenching Boring 360 Sprint Car Series. Well, as hot laps are currently underway at the moment, we're going to have a quick look at some cars out on the racetrack, and we'll have a chat also with some drivers out there as well. There is Ethan Winter out there on the racetrack in car number 2. Sorry, in the 9 car. He's currently sitting second in hot laps at the moment in the Shipley Energy number 9 car. So, race fans, what we'll do, we'll have a quick chat with a few of the drivers down in the pit area for tonight. And one guy that we're going to have a chat with right now, he is your current series points leader coming into tonight. And how about a race fans driving car number 96? Normally, it's Riley Stewart. Riley, mate, welcome into the stream, mate. It's points night here tonight. And obviously, you're coming in as tonight's points leader, mate. Obviously, what's going to be the game plan? Ah, gotcha. There you are, Riley. Hello, mate. Sorry, bud. Sorry, mate. Mate, sorry, I didn't catch anything you said, mate. Coming to tonight, as the current series points there, mate, obviously game plans, what's going to be coming out onto the racetrack. Obviously, the track's already starting to stick it off here in Hot Laps.
And then just try and keep
Mate, good luck here tonight here at USA International Speedway. Hopefully everything goes all well for you in that car here tonight, mate, and obviously giddy up and hopefully see you up towards the front of the end, mate. Well done. Good luck tonight. So, folks, I'm just checking the audio because the program that I'm using is all sorts of not playing fast with me. Get all this sorted. See if we can have a quick chat with the man who currently sits third at the moment in the point standings. How about it, race fans? Let's have a quick chat with Brett Wheeler, driving car number 56. Brett, mate, welcome into the stream. Obviously, I'm just doing a quick audio test because my program will play something like this. Mate, obviously, currently sitting third in points at the moment. Obviously, what's going to be the game plan here tonight?
You know, we hopefully will be there somewhere towards the end of the pointy end of the field when it comes to crunch time.
Mate, obviously you were leading the points for quite some time for the first about the first 5 rounds. Obviously you've had a bit of bad luck with the 56 car, obviously at Lincoln Speedway a couple of weeks ago, and also I think there was another track as well where you were sort of in a bit of a hassle, mate. Obviously it's not the way you want to sort of go down, but obviously this is a track that you like here at USA.
Yeah, look, first off, Lincoln sucks ass. I mean, sorry to use that word on the stream, but it just, you know, it's not a track that I'm very good at. I don't think it races well at all. But you know, we somewhat rebounded last week at Lania. We got a top 10 out of that one. Yeah, look, I do like this track. You know, this is probably one of my favourite tracks because, you know, when the top slickens off and you got to run the bottom, you know, that's when it becomes real technical, and you know, people are just, you know, they're too throttle happy, and that's what, you know, really, you know, can set me aside from the competition. So, you know what, if we can qualify somewhat decent, and then we put ourselves in the show, I think we've certainly got a shot to win this one.
Mate, you and I have both called races here at this racetrack, obviously on the stream. But obviously we know that there's one section of this racetrack that is not very favouritism to sprint cars, and obviously that's the top side in 3 and 4. We know that's obviously on that exit of turn 4. We know that nasty bump coming off that turn in turn 4, mate. We know unsettles race cars on a massive scale.
Yeah, it does, and that's what that's what might catch a lot of drivers out. If they're running that outside line through 3 and 4. So if they can, if they're going to run up there and they're going to keep their car settled, and if they're going to be fast, hats off to them. But once the track slickens off, as it is right now, run on top in 3 and 4. For me, he's going to be non-existent. I'll just sit through the middle of the racetrack. It doesn't bother me. I don't really want to potentially ruin my race and a potential championship just for that one bump out of turn 4.
Mate, there's literally I think about 10 points. You're currently sitting equal second with Kobe Wright. Obviously it's going to be a bit of a how you going situation, because he's here tonight, so is Riley Stewart and everyone else. Obviously it's going to be a bit of a fest here tonight at USA, but obviously this track's going to slipping off pretty decent.
Yeah, well, like the track is right now, it's pretty racy. Me and James Rice are, sort of just doing our own little thing, and again, look, Kobe and Riley, they're two quick young kids, so I know what they can do on the sim, whether it's here or whether it's at a different track. But if we can sort of stick with them, be around them when it comes to those final couple of races, anything can happen here at JSO.
Mate, good luck here tonight, and hopefully we'll see you up towards the point end of the pack, mate, and giddy up.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
There it is, race fans. Brett Wheeler driving the Ultimate Dirt TV sponsored Nick Leonard Racing Association number 56 car. Let's have a quick chat with some other drivers out in the field for tonight. And, well, I know this guy's always keen for a chat, so let's have a quick chat with this guy. How about a race fans? Let's have a quick chat with this guy. We're sitting down there anxiously in the Discord waiting to have a chat with me. I know he always likes to have a chat. How about a race fans? Normally driving car number 69. It's Craig Plater and Platzy, mate. What's going to be the game plan here tonight, Sunshine? It's obviously this racetrack, mate. She's going to be slick.
It is, and I was just trying to run as much around the top as possible, then to get comfortable, because sort of by the time you get through your heats, it's really up the top. I'm sort of trying to get as comfortable as much as possible there, and started running a few laps around the bottom. But it's basically, mate, just trying to run where other people aren't and try to be quick. It's a very wide track, but it's actually very narrow at the same time. A lot of people are running the same spot, so you sort of got to try and be where other people aren't.
Mate, good luck here tonight here at USA International Speedway. Obviously, giddy up, mate, and try and bag some of those points in tonight's racing, mate. Good luck.
Thank you very much, Matt. Massive shout out to NLRA, CFM Esports, and all the boys in the Discord. Thanks, mate.
There it is, race fans. Craig Plater driving car number 69 here tonight. Obviously, we can normally have a quick chat with this guy, and we will, actually. Let's bring him up. How about a race fans? We'll have a quick chat with this guy here as well. Currently just sitting in the pit area in the number 26 car, driving the YB Racing Speedfactory.com. Number 26 is Sean Stevens, all the way from Tasmania. Shawnee, mate, what's going to be the game plan here tonight? You've had some big success over the last couple of weeks with the JSO Racing Sim Sports League, and obviously she's going to be another slick one here tonight, mate.
Just trying to keep it steady, mate. The track's going to develop pretty fast, I think, tonight, and it gets a bit bumpy around the top too, coming out of turn 4. So just got to try and hit me marks, and I'm going to send her in.
Mate, good luck here tonight, and obviously giddy up in that number 26 car, mate. Good luck.
Cheers, mate.
There it is. So Sean Stevens, you're the driver in car number 26 here tonight, the speedfactory.com YB Racing Tasmania 26 entry. Well, race fans, I'm pretty sure we're not far away from going into qualifying here tonight. It's going to be an absolute cracking show, as I'm pretty sure the guys will let this crawl out, and we'll have a quick chat with a couple of other drivers as well if we can. Not too sure who else we've got here tonight. did see his name in the list. I'm not sure whether he's in the Discord. Well, race fans, what we might do, we'll jump to a quick ad break at the moment, and we'll let these guys quickly finish up some of their hot laps, and we'll come back on the other side of this with qualifying here tonight here at USA International Speedway. Yeah, mate. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. All right, I'll turn it down. No, that's all right. Yeah, nah, I worked it all out. It's all good. All good. All right, race fans. Well, here we go. Welcome back to the show. Let's get set to go qualifying here at USA International Speedway for round number 7 of the Hobbs Trenching and Boring 360 Sprint Car Stampede here tonight. And the car out on the racetrack on screen right now is the Shipley Energy car number 9. This is Ethan Winter. As Ethan crosses the stripe at the moment, currently sitting second quick. We'll get some times up on the screen for you. As Aston Rodriguez, Ethan Baston goes quick time with an 18.111. Aston Rodriguez back there in second at the moment with an 18.119. Clayton Davies third quick with an 18.157. Braden Miller quick time with a 17.951. Riley Stewart goes second quick with an 18.076. Harry Stewart third quick with an 18.105. And OMG, straight out of the gate, race fans, Braden Miller goes bang, 17.951. Yeehaw. As Darcy Wilson now jumps to second quick with an 18.026 winner from last week at Linear National Speedway. Driving the 6th car rental, car number 5. And Darcy will stay second quick with an 18.026. Wow. There is Nick Ryan out on the racetrack as well, driving the NLRA Majula C Speed Shop, Chris Ferguson Motorsports sponsored number 7. Also got King Race Designs and also Ultimate Dirt TV on board that race car. Cool to see that race car on the racetrack for tonight as well, race fans. Cool to see the pink livery on that race car as well out on the racetrack. The man who currently sits third at the moment in the point standings, driving car number 56, that is Brett Wheeler. And Brett is 24th quick with an 18.268. Out there on the racetrack as well, race fans, driving car number 12. He's already been out there, sorry, should I say, is Jason Crawford. And Jason is 10th quick with an 18.131. So a lot of these guys Sean Stevens out there as well on the racetrack. I think he's just running some laps on the race car. So what we'll do, we'll have a quick look at your qualifying results. And Braden Miller, how good, race fans? 17.951 for Braden Miller in car 00. How good to see that race car in the field for tonight. Darcy Wilson will stay second quick. Riley Stewart third quick. Then back to Daniel Boyd, Harry Stewart, Ethan Bastian, Aston Rodriguez, Thomas Mitchell, Joshua Walton, and Jason Crawford to round out your top 10 here in qualifying tonight. Let's take a look right now at your grid for heat race number 1, and how good the main cameraman behind the scenes at the Borderline Speedway in Mount Gambier. He will start the number 5 car. That is James Rice on the inside of the front row. Cooper Wilson driving the Hobbs Trenching and Boring Bit the Dark 81 Raceway. Number 14 will start from 2, and his head honcho, the main man behind the scenes as well with the Hobbs Trenching and Boring race team. That is car number 64. Brent Hobbs will start from 3. Braith Kalen, one of your New Zealand visitors here tonight. He'll start the 48 car from 4. Ethan Bastian for all the Eastbourne to Horsham Off-Road, back number 54, will start from 5. Braden Miller, your quick time man here tonight. He'll start from position number 6. Kobe Noonan, the 12 from 7. Cole Ferguson in the Rutledge Brothers Racing Stoled Imagery, number 81. He'll start from 8. Alex Hanna, one of your American visitors here tonight. He'll start from position number 9. And Daniel Nickel, he'll start the 23 car from position number 10. Well, race fans, as we are agreed for heat race number 1. Down to turn number 1 and 2 we go, and down the back straight away for the first time. 12 laps is the distance here in heat race number 1. James Rice has fallen back to the 3rd position already here in heat race number 1. Down the main straight away we go, 1 down, 11 to go. Kalen back there as well in car number 9. He's back there sitting in the 4th spot right now on the bubble. As they come out of turn number 4, down the main straightaway this time. We're 2 down and 10 to go. Cooper Wilson's back there in the 2nd position at the moment. We saw him briefly, or actually we saw him on Saturday in the American Dirt Sprint Car Series as well. So cool to see him in there as well. So too with Brent Hobbs. And Cooper is currently sitting 2nd quick at the moment in heat race number 1 as we head back through turn number 1 and 2, and down the back stretch we go. James Rice still back there in position number 3. We're watching the battle up front right now, because I tell you what, race fans, Cooper Wilson is trying to track down your race leader of Ethan Bastian there at the moment in car number 54. James Rice is still back there in the 3rd position at the moment. And he's got Braith Kalen hot on his heels. So too your quick time man here tonight. Well, that is Braden Miller back there in car number 2. As they head back down to the bottom corner in turn number 1 and 2, and down the back stretch, Rossi chucks it up just on the cushion there in turn number 1 and 2. Into turn number 3 and 4 we go this time. We'll be 6 down and 6 to go as they cross the stripe halfway home. And halfway to go into turn number 1 and 2. Braith Kalen's right there as well in that orange and black number 9. He's stalking James Rice right now. Into turn number 3 and 4 we go. Down the main straightaway. With 5 laps remaining here in heat race number 1. Down to turn number 1 and 2. We're watching the battle for the 3rd spot at the moment on the screen, race fans. Just looking at lap times as well, low 18.7s for Ethan Bastian. So not bad at the moment as well, lap times coming through. So James Rice heading down the back straight away in car number 5. That is the NLRA Majula C Speed Shop Ultimate Dirt TV number 5. Also got JR Productions and Media on board. Make sure to check them out as well for all your content from Borderline Speedway in Mount Gambier. As Braden Miller now comes back into the picture in the 2.7 Designs number 2 entry, chucks it right through the middle between himself and also Braith Kalen. We've got 2 laps to go here in heat race number 1. Down to turn number 1 and 2. We're going down the back stretch. Into corners number 3 and 4 we go this time by. With 1 lap to go. Cooper Wilson also stalking the 54 car. That is Ethan Bastian as they head back through turn number 1 and 2 for the final time and down the back straight away. Into turns number 3 and 4. Wilson throws it in for the last minute slider for the race lead. Out of turn number 4 and Cooper Wilson will win. He raced number 1. Smart drive, Cooper Wilson. He'll get the job done. Ethan Bastian will come home second. James Rice third, and Braden Miller from the 6th starting position up to the 4th spot. He'll come home in the 4th position in heat race number 1. Well, race fans, here are your results right now for heat race number 1. There it is, Cooper Wilson, Ethan Bastian, James Rice, Braden Miller, Braith Kalen, Alex Hanna. It is back there in position number 6, Daniel Nickel, Cole Ferguson, Brent Hobbs, and Kobe Noonan to round out your 10-car field. Don't think we have your race winner in the Discord. No, but we will check out your grid right now for heat race number 2. It's going to be Bailey Carter in the 58 from 1 to his outside driving car number 9. I'm pretty sure it will be. That'll be the big cat, Luke Wilson from the Beat the Dark race team as well. He will start from position number 2. Ethan Winter driving car number 9. He will start from 3 with Clayton Davies, car number 50 for Synergy Sim Racing. He will start from 4. Aston Rodriguez, he's a Formula 500 racer by trade, and he will start the 30 car from position number 5. Darcy Wilson in car number 5, he will start from 6. Neville Old for the JSO Racing Hobbs Trenching Boring Sprint Car team, he will start from the 21W from position 7. Ash Hammond will start the 4 from 8. Bo Nation in the 94 from 9. And Mark Scott, good to see him in the field for tonight, he will start from position number 10. Well, race fans, as we get set right now, here we go. Looks like Bailey Carter in a new liveried Vortex Sim Sports number 21 car. That is a nice looking ride if you're watching Thomas Mitchell. Luke Wilson, the big cat in the Hobbs Trenching and Boring 81 race where Beat the Dark. Number 9, he will start on the outside of the front row. Be sure to watch Lukey. An absolute gasser when it comes to the iRacing sprint car scene. Watch Clayton Davies as well from the outside of the second row. That number 50 machine is a shark, and he'll sit right there as well. As we get set to go, heat race number 2, 12 laps on the board, we're green. Good start for Carter, down to turn number 1 and 2 we go, runs the top side of the speedway. Down the back straight away we go into turn number 3 and 4 this time. Lukey Wilson back there in the 2nd position. Davies trying to fend his way off through the field. Back down to 1 and 2. Wilson in there as well. Oh, a bit of contact between Davies and Aston Rodriguez. That could have ended badly big time for the 30 machine. As we head down the main straightaway, back down to 1 and 2. Bailey Carter is your race leader. Then you're back to Luke Wilson, Ethan Winter. Darcy Wilson, who is your driver on screen. Then back to Clayton Davies as well. So too Aston Rodriguez. That is a battle for the 5th position between these two drivers. As we head back down to 1 and 2, Davies pounds the cushion down here at USA International Speedway. As he absolutely whipped it in on the top side there in turn number 1 and 2. Back through turn number 3 and 4 we go though, just where we were 30 seconds ago. Down the main straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Wilson back there in the 2nd position. Then back to Ethan Winter. Darcy Wilson back there in position number 4. He's on the bubble right now to transfer straight through to tonight's A-main. It's the top 2 that make it through to the pole shuffle. But as we head back through turn 1 and 2, oh, Wilson caught the wall there on the top side of the speedway. Wilson, I think, has gone upside down. as we are caution yellow is on the speedway. And we'll find out what happened with Lukey Wilson. So we know that he caught the wall there on the top side of the racetrack. Not sure if he went upside down or not. As he caught the wall big time in the car, almost bicycled there on the top side. And I think Ethan Winters just come straight in and had nowhere to go. And I tell you what, race fans, sometimes it can either end well or end in heartbreak here at USA. And there is big damage as well on the number 9 car. Oh! Who was that? I think that might have been Ash Hammond, and it was. He made big contact as well with Ethan Winter and Neville Olf as well. He was caught up in that one too. So I know there's probably going to be big damage on Ash Hammond's car. In the number 4 entry, you can see that left rear is not right. So too the front end in that race car. I'm probably going to guess there's a broken front shock or the whole front end is gone in that race car. However, that car is going to be a menace for Ash to handle. As we get set right now, race fans, to resume heat race number 2. Set to go. Bailey Carter jumps on the front pedals. We're back to green. Down to turn number 1 and 2 we go. Rodriguez throws it in on the bottom side of the speedway. Davies tries to make it work for third. Couldn't get the job done. Wilson fights back. Darcy Wilson there on the through the middle part of the speedway. We've got 3 laps to go. Here in heat race number 2, down to 1 and 2 we go. Rodriguez runs the bottom side of the racetrack. Couldn't make anything happen though as we head back through turn number 3 and 4 this time. Buys a popsicle stick throughout 2 laps left to go. Here in heat race number 2. For round number 7, a Hobbs trenching a boring 360 sprint car stampede. Back through turn number 1 and 2 we go, through turn number 3 and 4 this time. Wilson throws it in big time in 3 and 4. Nearly made contact with Aston Rodriguez. As we head back through turn 1 and 2, Clayton Davies as well throws it in into turn number 1 and 2 we go. Back through turn number 3 and 4 we go this time by. And ladies and gentlemen, it will be Bailey Carter to the line. In the Speed Shop 51.com Vortex Sim Sports number 21 car. He will get the job done in heat race number 2. Second will go to Rodriguez. Third to Wilson. Fourth to Clayton Davies. And that is the way they'll finish in heat race number 2. So as we'll take a look at your results, Bailey Carter, Aston Rodriguez, Darcy Wilson, Clayton Davies, Luke Wilson, Bo Nation. Then you go back to Neville Olf, Mark Scott, Ash Hammond, and Ethan Winter in car number 9. He will finish in position number 10 in that one. Well, race fans, let's take a look right now at your grid for heat race number 3. It's J-Dub, Justin Wright in car number 78. He will start from position number 1. To his outside, the man currently sitting second in points, driving the Team 10 Dutton 1 Dutton Garages. Team 10 Motorsports number 10K, that'll be Kobe Wright. Position number 3, driving the United Sim Sports number 51 machine, that'll be Bradley Oldfield. To his outside, driving car number 7 for NLRA and Majula C Speed Shop, also Ultimate Dirt TV and King Race Designs, that'll be number 7 of Nick Ryan. Thomas Mitchell driving the Vortex Sim Sports WA02, he will start from 5 as your current series points leader. Riley Stewart in car number 96, he will start from position number 6. Michael Rutledge in car 33 will start from 7. Tony Walsh in the 16 from 8. And then go back to Kinsey Claridge in the 47 from 9. And Leo Heaton in car number 26. He will start from position number 10. Well, race fans, here we go for heat race number 3. We are green. Into turn number 1 and 2 we go. Right. Goes right around the top side of the speedway as well. Bradley Oldfield back there in position number 2. Then you go back to Thomas Mitchell in the 1 machine. Mitchell tries to make it work on the top side of the racetrack. Kobe Wright there as well. Then you're back to Riley Stewart. Hall just pinches the nose off on the 1 car of Thomas Mitchell. Into turn number 3 and 4 we go though. And Justin Wright leads the way. With 2 down and 10 to go. Kobe Wright sneaks in on the bottom side of the speedway there. Riley Stewart right in behind him in car number 96. And then you go back to Nick Ryan back there as well in car number 7. Bradley Oldfield's fallen back to the 5th position right now. Thomas Mitchell, he's had a shocker of a start here tonight. He's back down to the 7th spot at the moment. Through turn number 1 and 2 we go. Justin Wright tries to hold off. In defensive, Kobe Wright into turn number 3 and 4 as we are yellow. And it looks like Bradley Oldfield in the Pace Apparel number 51 car has had a bit of an upsy-daisy. Yeah, looks like just caught Nick Ryan on the top side of the racetrack there. And unfortunately, wow. Big bicycle from the 51 car and upended it massively down the back chute. And Ryan made further contact as well with that race car. And that's a big lick here at USA International Speedway. And especially when a sprint car comes down hard on the back end as well like that, race fans, that's not very good. Especially in real life situations. That can severely injure a driver when a sprint car comes down hard on the back end, like it did with Bradley Oldfield's car just then. So as we come back to live pictures right now here at USA International Speedway, Justin Wright is your race leader in the NLRA Majula C Speed Shop number 78 car. Kobe Wright on his outside in the 10K. The Complete Passing Equipment Solutions, Dutton 1, Team 10 Motorsports, number 10K. Leo Heaton's moved his way up as well in car number 26. Riley Stewart there on the inside of the second row. Here we go. Time to go back to racing here at USA International Speedway. Heat race number 3 will be 6 laps in the books this time. Pace car off the infield. We're back to green. Into turn number 1 and 2 we go. Kobe Wright punches the cushion and goes straight to the race lead. Down the back straightaway we go. Pulls about 5,000 car lengths into turn number 3 and 4. No, only joking. Into turn number 3 and 4 we go though. This time by down the main straightaway with 5 to run. Into turn number 1 and 2, sorry. Kobe Wright leads the way down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3 and 4 we go this time by Riley Stewart's back there in the 2nd position. Nick Ryan back there in the 3rd spot as well. Then back to Kinzer Claridge in the 47. He's trying to make his way through the field as well. Into turn number 1 and 2 we go. Down the back straight away. And it's all on right now here at USA. Justin Wright's fallen back to the 7th position. That's not the way he wants to start his night here as well here at USA. Into turn 1 and 2. We've got 3 laps to go here at USA International Speedway for heat race number 3. Into turn number 3 and 4 we go though this time. Oldfield's still trying to get his points up as well. He's just putting around the bottom side of the racetrack. Meanwhile, race on for the lead. Down the back chute we go. Riley Stewart trying to make something happen in the 96 car now. Into turn number 3 and 4. Stewart goes right round the top side. He's going to hit that nasty bump coming off 4. Lost a little bit of momentum into turn number 1 and 2. Heading down the back straight away though for the final time, and Riley Stewart's going to have to pull something out of the think tank right now. Into turn number 3 and 4 we go though for the final time, and Kobe Wright will get the job done in heat race number 3. Riley Short will settle for second. Kinzer Claridge home in third, and Leo Heaton rounds out the top 4. As we will get set to take a look at your results coming up onto your screen momentarily, race fans, for heat race number 3. So as results come up right now onto your screen, Kobe Wright over Riley Short, Kinzer Claridge and Leo Heaton, your top 4 cars. They go straight through to tonight's A-main as the top 2 go to tonight's pole shuffle. The rest of the drivers from position 5 onwards will start in 1 of 2 last chance qualifiers. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your grid right now for heat race number 4, and this is going to be a belter. Riley Simpson in car 65, he will start from position 1. To his outside, the man currently sitting 3rd in points at the moment here tonight. Driving car number 56 for Black Diamond Motorsports, that'll be Brett Wheeler. Position number 3, driving car number 59, that'll be Hato Bish. Position 4 for JSI Racing Sim Sports team, that'll be the 21Q of Kyle Collins. Position 5, driving the Hobbs Trenching and Boring 81 Raceware Beat the Dark race team number 81 car, that'll be Joshua Walton. Position 6, driving the Vortex Sim Sports New South Wales 79, that'll be Daniel Boyd. Bailey Hall will start the 44 car from 7 with Luke Johnson, the 76 from 8. Ben Harris in the 15 from 9. And Sean Stevens for YOB Racing, he will start from position number 10. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get set right now. Heat race number 4, 12 on the board, we're green. Good start down to 1 and 2. Riley Simpson tries to punch the cushion down. Brett Wheeler's back there in the 2nd position right now. He's going to make something happen with our 56 car. Through turn number 3 and 4 we go though, this time by 1 down, 11 to go. Here comes Kyle Collins as well in car number 21. Through turn 1 and 2 as Wheeler takes the race lead down the back straight away. Into turn number 3 and 4 we go though, this time by. As we are cautioned, yellow is on the racetrack, and Hato Bish, by the looks of things, has had a bit of a topsy-turvy in the 59 car. As we head into 1 and 2, looks like he might have got a bit crossed up there with Daniel Boyd, and ouch! Bit of a violent flip there for Hato Bish in that Ryan Timms colour scheme tonight. So as we get set right now to resume heat race number 4, we come back to live pictures here at USA International Speedway, currently under yellow. If you're just joining us, g'day to Pete Hobbs watching online, mate. Hello, mate. How are you? And also, big hello to everyone tuning in online, and can't thank everyone enough for supporting us here on iRacing to Outlaws TV. As we get to do this every week, race fans, be sure to tune in every Sunday night for the Hobbs Trenching Boring 360 Sprint Car Stampede. 18 rounds we go for this season. As we'll get set to go one more time. They line up 2 by 2. Kyle Collins from the inside of the 2nd row. Sean Stevens, he's starting in the 10th position. He's up to 5th. Brett Wheeler is your race leader. He gets to jump on the fun pedal first. We're back to green. Good start down to 1 and 2. Wheeler throws it in the middle and drifts up high coming out of turn number 2. Down the back straight away we go. Into turn number 3 and 4 we go though, this time by. Wheeler runs the bottom side of the racetrack. Into turn number 1 and 2 we go. Wheeler runs the cushion down the back chute we go. Into turn number 3 and 4. There's Riley Simpson. Joshua Walton back there, battling with Kyle Collins. Oh, Walton upside down big time. There was contact with Kyle Collins. Sean Stevens as well back there in the 4th position. He's made his way up from the 10th starting spot. He's into a transfer spot right now. Meanwhile, Brett Wheeler walking away with this one. 1.17 second gap to position number 2 at the moment. As we head into turn number 3 and 4. G'day, Nev. Wheeler comes down the main straightaway, this time by with 4 to run. Into turn number 1 and 2. You can see how much throttle control and how much steering input these guys are using currently in these race cars. Let's take a look on with an onboard shot on the left front of Brett Wheeler's number 56 car. As you can see how much he pedals that race car down the back chute. Listen to this 360 sprint car motor on side. As he will back off right now because we are yellow. So, as we are back under caution one more time, Joshua Walton, we know, was one car that went upside down. Riley Simpson, who is still there in position number 2. So as we get set right now for another restart here for heat race number 4. As we will get set to do battle one more time. We'll have a green-white checker situation here in heat race number 4. Still got one more heat race left to go for tonight. Well, race fans, as we will get set right now for a restart, single file. Brett Wheeler is your race leader. Sean Stevens now up to the 3rd position. Bailey Hall in the 4th spot. As we'll get set right now to unleash these guys one more time around the speedway. They will line up in 2x2 by the looks of things. No, we're going to stay single file. Pace car should be getting set to pull off the racetrack this time. And we'll get set to unleash these guys right now. Here we go, race fans. Green-white checker. For heat race number 4, Brett Wheeler is your race leader. Riley Simpson backs there in position number 2. Sean Stevens from the 10th starting position. What can he do in that YB Racing? Speedfactory.com, number 26. We are back to green. Into turn number 1 and 2 we go. Wheeler runs the top side like a boss. Down the back chute we go. Into turn number 3 and 4 this time by. We'll have 1 lap to go. Here comes Sean Stevens though, and Riley Simpson. Simpson absolutely flings it right around the top side. Holds off the ever so fast coming Sean Stevens. But down the back chute this time into turn number 3 and 4. As he exits turn number 4, race fans, how about it? Brett Wheeler will get the job done in heat race number 4. Riley Simpson will finish second. Sean Stevens home in position 3. And Bailey Hall will round out the fourth and final transfer position here in heat race number 4. Let's check out your results, and we'll have a quick chat with your heat race number 4 winner as well. Brett Wheeler gets the job done over Riley Simpson. Here back to Sean Stevens and Bailey Hall to round out your top 4 cars from heat race number 4. Well, race fans, he did it easy in heat race number 4. How about it? Give it enough for car number 56 of Brett Wheeler. Brett, mate, that track is pretty slick right now, but obviously that top side is pretty gnarly right now as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay away from the top, to be honest with you, Matt. Yeah, I don't feel all that comfortable on the top. So, you know, like I said, we've done the practice earlier today, but before the race server went up, and I got a sort of a fair indication on where I need to be, and obviously just proved it just then. So, yeah, we're pretty happy with the win.
Mate, good luck in tonight's pole shuffle, and hopefully see you up towards the front, mate. Well done.
Thank you, Matthew.
Tough words there from Brett Wheeler as well in car number 56. Well, race fans, here is your grid right now for heat race number 5, and we've got Craig Plater, Kai Jensen, Blaine Densley, Lockie Phillips, Jason Crawford, and Harry Stewart, Jason Burke, and Russell Bonzi, Zane O'Toole, and Kenneth Putty to round out your 10-car field in heat race number 5. We are green though. Jensen gets a good start down to turn number 1 and 2. Down the back chute we go into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Densley though to the inside in car number 11. Through turn 3 and 4, Craig Plater's trying to make something happen as well in car 69. Back down to the bottom corner into turn number 1 and 2. Phillips trying to make something happen as well in the number 17 car. Through turn number 3 and 4 we go though, this time by. Your race leader right now is Blaine Densley in car number 11. Back through turn 1 and 2. Plater drifts up the racetrack, tries to take over second, hits the cushion, down the back chute we go. Here comes Harry Stewart as well in car number 11. Through turn number 3 and 4 we run though, this time by. Down the main straightaway we go. Oh, contact between a couple of cars. Jensen smacks the ball big time on the main straightaway. Zane O'Toole in there as well. Harry Stewart runs right around the top side and grabs second away from Craig Plater. Harry Stewart there on screen, the Titan Garage and Carports, United Sim Sports number 11. Down the main straightaway we go. Stewart will now set his sails and try and track down your race leader of Blaine Densley. Into turn number 3 and 4. We go this time by as we are caution yellow is on the racetrack. So as we get set to, looks like Zane O'Toole was the primary cause of that one. So as we will get set right now to unleash these drivers one more time. So Blaine Densley driving car number 11 here tonight. Normally see him in 27. Very sweet looking race car as well. That is the paint scheme that Grant Anderson normally drives, the DNF Racing Products VA11. Cool to see that paint scheme on the racetrack for tonight as we get set right now for a restart. This is going to be a belter. A pair of 11s on the front row. Then back to Lockie Phillips and Craig Platter on row number 2. Jason Crawford and Jason Burke back there in row number 3. The 12 and the 74. The main men behind the JSI Racing Sim Sports team, and both admins here tonight as well. So these guys will definitely be watching this racetrack. So as we get set right now for a restart here for heat race number 5, the final heat race of the night here at USA International Speedway for round number 7 of the Hobbs Stretching and Boring 360 Sprint Car Stampede. Blaine Desley jumps back on the front pedals. We go back to green. Back down to turn number 1 and 2 we go. Densley, absolutely a rocket ship. Down the back, straight away into turn number 3 and 4 we go though this time by. Harry Stewart follows him on the bottom side of the racetrack as well. So too Jason Crawford there as well. Into turn number 1 and 2 we go. Crawford trying to make it work on through the middle. Couldn't make it stick though. Phillips back there in position number 3, under siege right now from Jason Crawford. Meanwhile, down the main straightaway we go with 2 laps to go. Stewart is going to try and make something magical happen with that number 11 car. Meanwhile, through turn number 3 and 4 we go though this time by. Here comes Harry Stewart though. Through turn number 3 and 4 and down the main straightaway we go. We're going to race on for the lead. Stewart goes to the top side in 1 and 2. Powers the race car right around the top side. Down the back straightaway we go to turn number 3 and 4 this time. And it's going to be at the start line. It's going to be Blaine Densley or Harry Stewart. Stewart turns back underneath Densley, but Blaine Densley will win. As they wreck in turn 1 and 2, Blaine Densley. Oh my giddy aunt race fans, by 2 1/1000ths of a second at the start line. I'm pretty sure that's what it was calculated. Sorry, 0.017 at the start line. Blaine Densley will get the job done over Harry Stewart. Then back to Lockie Phillips, Jason Crawford, Craig Plater, Russell Bonzi, Jason Burke, Zano Toole, Kai Jensen, and Kenneth Putty to round out your 10-car field. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we go right now for tonight's C-Main. Coming up onto the racetrack right now, Braith Cullen and Nick Ryan will start on row number 1, Craig Plater and Bo Nation on row number 2, Kyle Collins and Daniel Nickel row number 3, Justin Wright and Jason Burke row number 4, Mark Scott and Daniel Boyd row 5, Brent Hobbs and Tony Walsh in row number 6, and down the back of the bus we have Kai Jensen, Ethan Winter and Hato Bish down the back of the bus as well. So race fans, here we go. Tonight's C-Main up and ready for action. 15 laps will be the distance for this one. As we will get set to go this time. Braith Kalen and Nick Ryan on the front row. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to find out who's going to make it through to tonight's A-Main. 15 laps on the board. The pace car should be getting set to pull off right now as we get set. C-Main, 15 on the board. Let's go racing. Into turn number 1 and 2 we go. Craig Plater runs the bottom side of the speedway, tries to make something happen. Down the back should we go, but Braith Kalen has got that car working beautifully right now. Through turn number 3 and 4 we go. Nick Ryan and Craig Plater, 2 team cars, going at it right now for second. Into turn number 1 and 2, and down the back straight away we've got 13 laps to go. Into turn number 3 and 4 we go though this time by, and down the main straightaway. Braith Caleb in car number 9 tries to make it work on the top side of the racetrack. Bangs the wall down as well. Kalen out to a little bit of a healthy lead, but Nick Ryan is chasing him down as well in car number 7. We are caution, yellow is on the racetrack. As the yellow lights will replace the greens right now on the racetrack, and we go yellow. So cars will come back down to a slower pace. And we'll get set to re-rack them and restack them and get set to do it all once again. So as we get set right now for a restart for tonight's C main. We will get set to unleash them once again. Here at USA International Speedway. So as we get set right now, race fans, here we go. For the resumption of tonight's C main. As we get set right now, set to go back to green, this time by around the racetrack. As Braith Kalen is your race leader. Nick Ryan is back there in position number 2. And then you go back to Craig Platter, Kyle Collins, Bo Nation, Brent Hobbs, Justin Wright, Hato Bish, Mark Scott and Ethan Winter to round out your top 10. So as we get set right now to let them loose. I think there may be a little bit of a check over through the field, and obviously race control trying to work out what happened. So it looks like as they are going to line up 2 by 2, yellow lights are out on the circuit. And we will get set to let them loose. Well, here we go, race fans. Let's find out who's going to transfer from tonight's C main as we get set right now. Here we go. Back to green. Kyle Collins has had a good restart in the 21 car. He looked through the middle part of the speedway that time. Down the back, straight away we go. Craig Platter trying to make something happen as well in car 69, but Nick Ryan, he's got that car planted on the top side of the racetrack. Back down to turn number 1 and 2. Plater goes back to the bottom. He knows that's where his race car is working best right now. Through turn number 3 and 4. Goes to the top side. Does the 7 and the 69. But it's car number 9 of Braith Kalen who runs the bottom. Back down to turn number 1 and 2. Nick Ryan goes to the bottom this time in turn 1 and 2. As we head down the back straight away into turn number 3 and 4 we go though this time by. Down the main straightaway now with 5 laps to go. Into turn number 1 and 2. Craig Plater trying to make things work in car number 69, Nick Ryan. There on screen. Then we go back up to the front of the pack at the moment with your race leader of Braith Callan with 4 to run. Craig Plater there in car 69 trying to make things happen in car number 69 as we go through turn 1 and 2. Kyle Collins trying to make things happen as well in car number 21. The JSO Racing Sim Sports team, Hobbs, Emporium, Valvoline, number 21Q. As we've got 3 laps to go for tonight's C main. We've got one more last chance qualifier up next on the program, race fans, and then we go into the best part of any sprint car meeting, the pole shuffle coming up as well. As we've got 2 laps to go, Caitlin into the wall in turn 1 and 2, unsettled the race car down the back straight away. As we head into turn number 3 and 4 this time, we'll see the white flag out this time. For tonight's C main, Braith Callan heads through turn 1 and 2. Down the back stretch for the final time into turn number 3 and 4. Braith Callan heads through turn number 3 and 4 this time by. Down the main straightaways, we are done. Braith Callan gets the job done. Nick Ryan will settle for second in that one. Craig Plater home in position number 3. We'll check out your results coming up onto your screen right now. As the results become available to us. So Braith Callan gets the job done over Nick Ryan. Then you're back to Craig Plater, Brent Hobbs, Kyle Collins, Bo Nation, Justin Wright. And then you go back to Jason Burke, Mark Scott, and Hato Bish to round out your top 10 cars. Well, race fans, as we get set right now for the last chance to get into tonight's big dance, the last chance showdown up on the racetrack right now. Luke Wilson and Benjamin Harris will start on the front row. Alex Tanner and Thomas Mitchell on row number 2. Russell Bonzi and Neville Olf will start on row number 3 with Luke Johnson and Cole Ferguson on row number 4. Bradley Oldfield and Zane O'Toole will start on row number 5 with Ash Hammond and Josh Walton. And then you go back to Kobe Noonan, Michael Rutledge and Kenneth Putty down the back of the bus in this one. Well, race fans, as we get set right now, the big cat, Luke Wilson, will get set to lead us away for tonight's B main. Thomas Mitchell as well in the SpeedShot51.com Vortex Sim Sports LCJ Carpentry number 1 car. Normally has the 02 on the tail tank. So as we get set right now for a start for tonight's B main, 15 laps on the board. Who will it be at the finish line? Let's find out. Benjamin Harris and Luke Wilson on the front row. 15 on the board, we're green. Into turn number 1 and 2 we go, nearly 4 wide in the pack. Thomas Mitchell's made good work of that as well. Down the back chute we go. Into turn number 3 and 4 we go though this time by. Mitchell runs the top side of the racetrack, trying to make things happen in car number 1. Through turn number 1 and 2, 3 wide. Oh no, Benjamin Harris upside down in car number 15. As we stay green, Luke Wilson is your race leader. Then you're back to Alexander. Luke Johnson and Thomas Mitchell are battling it out for position number 3 right now. Mitchell's got the better of it down the back straight away into turn number 3 and 4 we go. Luke Johnson trying to make things happen in car number 76. Russell Bonzi in there as well. In that Total Parts Plus Bonzi Racing Engines number 42. Bradley Oldfield trying to come through the field as well in car number 51. The Pace Apparel number 51 entry. He's trying to come through the field as well. He knows he wants to start in tonight's A main. Thomas Mitchell up to position number 2. Alexander back to the 3rd spot. Luke Johnson in the 4th position at the moment. Into turn number 3 and 4 we go though, this time by and down the main straight away. We're now 5 down and 10 to go. Here in tonight's B main. As we get set to enter turn number 3 and 4 we go though, this time by and down the main straight away. It's all on. Oh, contact between Oldfield and Hannah. We are caution. Yellow is on the racetrack as we go yellow. And not the way to end your night for some of these drivers, race fans. As we get set right now for a restart. We will be coming back to green. Should be this time. So here we go, race fans. Time to get set to find out who's going to make it through to tonight's A main. As we will get set to let them loose this time. Here we go, race fans. Back to green we go. Into turn number 1 and 2 we go though. Thomas Mitchell's on the top side of the racetrack. Down the back straight away we go. Ash Hammond's trying to make his way through the field in car number 4. Luke Wilson is your race leader, this time by with 5 to run. Wilson goes to the bottom side of the racetrack. Down the back chute we go. Into turn number 3 and 4 this time. Thomas Mitchell's on the top side of the racetrack. He knows that's where his car's the fastest right now. He goes for the race into turn number 1 and 2. Puts the car on the cushion. Oh, caught the wall. Does he keep the momentum? Yes, he does. As we are yellow. Caution once again on the racetrack, and Ash Hammond and Kobe Noonan It is on the racetrack who have brought out the yellows. So as we will get set right now for a restart with just a couple of laps left to go. So Thomas Mitchell is now your race leader. Luke Wilson back there in position number 2. Josh Walton back there in the 3rd spot. Luke Johnson in position number 4. Then back to Bradley Oldfield in position number 5. So as we get set this time by race fans to unleash these race cars. Let's do it one more time. Green, white, checker situation here at USA International Speedway for tonight's B main. We're back to green. Into turn number 1 and 2 we go. Mitchell's on the top side. Here comes Luke Johnson. Sorry, Luke Wilson it is. My bad. There's too many Lukes on the racetrack. Luke Wilson it is in car number 9. Through turn 3 and 4 and down the lane straight away. White flag is out this time by race fans. Wilson to the bottom side. Here comes Walton as well. Thomas Mitchell's on the top side. Down the back straight away we go. Into turn number 3 and 4 though for the final time. And it will be race fans Thomas Mitchell who will get through tonight and make the big dance. Luke Wilson as well, Joshua Walton and Bradley Oldfield are your top 4. As we get set right now, we'll take a look at your official results. So your results coming up onto your screen for tonight's B main. There it is, Thomas Mitchell over Luke Wilson, Josh Walton, Bradley Oldfield, then back to Luke Johnson. Then back to Zane O'Toole, Neville Olf, Alexander Ash Hammond, and Kobe Noonan to round out your top 10 cars. Well, race fans, as we will get set right now for tonight's pole shuffle. Riley Simpson is the first car out onto the racetrack, and he will be going up against the 11 car. This will be mighty. Harry Stewart up against Riley Simpson for the first pair. This will be mint. Be sure to know, race fans, Harry Stewart is about to be up and elbows up in that race car. Set to go green. 2 laps on the board. The winner stays on. The loser goes back to the pits. We're green. Into turn number 1 and 2. Simpson's got the best of it, but here we go down the back straight away this time. Stewart puts the power down in the race car. Takes the race lead with ease into turn number 3 and 4. Slides up the racetrack. The Titan Garages and Carports, 87 Creative. Nat Radiators number 11. As we head through turn 1 and 2 and down the backstretch into turn number 3 and 4 this time. And Harry Stewart will win. Riley Simpson will start from position number 10. So race fans, next car to come out onto the speedway will be Riley Stewart. This will be a good one as we go green. Into turn number 1 and 2 we go. Stewart's got the best of it down the back chute into turn number 3 and 1 and 2, sorry. This time by into turn number 3 and 4. Down the main straightaway we go. 1 down and 1 to go. Stewart goes to the bottom. In turn 1 and 2, down the back stretch, Harry Stewart puts the power down. Into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Riley Stewart though. Gets it all crossed up on the bottom side. And Harry Stewart will move on. Riley Stewart will start from position number 9. Well, race fans, next car to come out onto the speedway, driving the House of Speed, Larka Racing, number 30. This is Aston Rodriguez. As we get set right now to unleash them, Harry Stewart up against Aston Rodriguez. Here we go. Green flag is out. Into turn number 1 and 2. Rodriguez goes straight to the bottom. Stewart goes right round the top side. Down the back straightaway goes. They pull even into turn number 3 and 4. Rodriguez with a slider line into turn number 3 and 4. Stewart knows better though. Tries to cut it down the racetrack and does so. Makes it work into turn number 1 and 2. Harry Stewart now with the race lead. Down the back chute we go to turn number 3 and 4 this time by. Rodriguez slides up on Harry Stewart into turn number 3 and 4 we go though. Stewart will win. And Aston Rodriguez will start from position number 8. Well, race fans, here we go. Next car to come out onto the speedway. Driving car number 54. That'll be Ethan Bastian. So here we go, race fans. Set to go. Bastian up against Stewart. Here we go. Into turn number 1 and 2 we go. Bastian caught the wall in turn 1 and 2. Nearly half turns the race car. As we go into turn number 3 and 4 this time by Harry Stewart's got it nailed down on the top. Down the main straightaway we go into turn number 1 and 2. 1 down and 1 to go. Into turn number 3 and 4 this time by Harry Stewart. Will continue on. He wants to go to the front, race fans, but this is going to be the way to do it. Ethan Bastian will start from position number 7. Next car on the racetrack, already set to line up and go. This is Blaine Densley in car number 11. So we've got a pair of 11s set to go. Densley in the blue and white car, Harry Stewart in the black car. As we are set to go into 1 and 2 we go. We are green. Oh, Densley slides up and upside. Down goes the number 11 of Blaine Densley. Now do officials call this one, or are we going to let him run it out? No, he's going to slow down. So Blaine Densley will start from position number 6. Well, race fans, this is going to be a belter. Brett Wheeler, the man who currently sits 3rd in points at the moment, up against Harry Stewart. Car number 56 up against car number 11. Set to go green. Here we go, race fans. Who will it be? This is what will be you pay your lunch money for. This will be a good one, Stewart. He's had more experience and more time out on this racetrack tonight. Into turn number 3 and 4 we go, though. This time for the first time into turn number 3 and 4. Down the main straightaway we go. And Harry Stewart pulls away from Brett Wheeler. Into turn number 1 and 2 we go. Harry Stewart holds it down on the top side of the racetrack. Into turn 3 and 4 we go, though. This time by, and Harry Stewart will continue on. Brett Wheeler will start from position number 5. Next car out on the racetrack, driving the Complete Parts and Equipment Solutions, Dutton 1, Team 10 Motorsports, number 10. This is Kobe Wright. So here we go, race fans. Set to go. Kobe Wright up against Harry Stewart. Very talented race car drivers out on the racetrack right now as we go green. Into turn 1 and 2. Kobe Wright knew where Harry Stewart was going to go, and still they went for the same piece of the racetrack. Meanwhile, into turn number 3 and 4 we go. Kobe Wright. He's still back there as well. So Harry Stewart will continue on in this one. And Kobe Wright will start from position number 4 in this one. Stewart makes it official. Kobe Wright will start from position number 4 outside second row. So here we go, race fans. This is to determine inside second row, position number 3. Bailey Carter in the SpeedShot51.com LCJ Carpentry Vortex Sim Sports number 21 car. Set to go green. As we go into turn number 1 and 2 this time. Down the back chute we go into turn number 3 and 4. Harry Stewart is your race leader through turn 3 and 4 this time. Down the main straightaway we go. Stewart just works the top side beautifully here at USA International Speedway. Down the back straightaway we go for the final time. And into turn number 3 and 4 this time. Harry Stewart will move on. And Bailey Carter will start from position number 3. Well, race fans, this will now bring us to your front row. Cooper Wilson up against Harry Stewart. So as they will line up 2 by 2. Harry Stewart just pulls up on the exit of turn number 4. Just waiting up for Cooper Wilson. Now, ladies and gentlemen, how this works for the front row. Best of 3 we go. If the same winner wins twice, well, then there's no need to go for a third. So whoever wins out of this one will start on pole for tonight's 35-lap A-Main here at USA International Speedway for round number 7 of the Hobbs Trenching and Boring 360 Sprint Car Stampede. Here we go, race fans, set to go green. Good start down to turn number 1 and 2. Cooper Wilson takes the early race lead, gets a little bit crossed up on the exit of turn number 2. Into turn number 3 and 4 we go though. Harry Stewart just knows where to plant this race car. Takes the race lead down the main straightaway. Does Harry Stewart, plants it in on the top side in 1 and 2. Stewart runs away with it down the back straightaway into corners number 3 and 4 we go. Here comes Cooper Wilson with one last look in this one. And Stewart will win. Cooper Wilson will start. One more time. So as we go for another one, this is to determine the front row. Meanwhile, if you're just joining us, race fans, we say welcome to you. We're up to the pole shuffle to determine tonight's A-Main starting field. Here we go, race fans, set to go. Harry Stewart v. Cooper Wilson, we are green. Into turn number 1 and 2, Stewart tried to tackle the cushion on the top side of the speedway. Couldn't make it happen though. Still gets the power down in that race car. Through turn number 3 and 4 we go though, this time by nearly side by side for Cooper Wilson. Relegated back to the second position, tries to chuck it in deep in 1 and 2. Harry Stewart is too well known for that, and well, Cooper Wilson caught the wall on the outside of the turn number 2 exit wall. As Harry Stewart will start on the pole position for tonight's A-Main. So here we go, race fans. What we'll do is we're just going to let the drivers tackle the racetrack just for a couple of minutes, and we'll come back on the other side of this with your 35 laps. A-Main still yet to come up on the program. We'll be back on the other side of this. Well, race fans, welcome back to the show here at iRacing Today Outlaws TV here at USA International Speedway. Let's tackle your A-main starting field for tonight from the back to the front. Position number 24, driving car number 9, the big cat, Luke Wilson. Position 23, driving car number 7 for NLRA and Majula C Speed Shop Ultimate Dirt TV King Race Designs number 7, Nick Ryan. Position number 22, driving the Vortex SimSports SpeedShop51.com LCJ Carpentry Styled Imagery WA02, Thomas Mitchell. Position number 21, driving car number 9, that will be Brave Kalen. Position number 20, driving car number 12, Jason Crawford. Position number 19, driving car number 38, that will be Bailey Hall. Position 18, driving car number 26, that will be Leo Heaton. Position number 17, driving the Synergy Sim Racing Wave Runners Speedway Shop number 50, that'll be Clayton Davies. Position 16, driving car number 2. He started off good tonight, starting from the 16th spot in tonight's A-main. That'll be number 2 of Braden Miller. Position number 15, driving car number 17 for YB Racing. That'll be Lockie Phillips. Position 14, driving car number 26, also for YB Racing. That'll be Sean Stevens. Position number 13, driving car number 47. That will be Kinzer Claridge. Position number 12, driving car number 5. That'll be Darcy Wilson. Position number 11, driving car number 5. That'll be James Rice. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what I'll do is I'll take away the grid because we have your top 10 starters. Position number 10 will be the 65 of Riley Simpson. Position 9 will be the 96 of Riley Stewart. Position 8 will be the 30 car of Aston Rodriguez. Position 7 will be the 54 car of Ethan Bastion. Position 6, driving car number 11, that'll be Blaine Densley. Position 5 will be the 56 car of Brett Wheeler. Position number 4, driving car number 10K tonight, that will be Kobe Wright. Position number 3, driving car number 21, that'll be Bailey Carter. And ladies and gentlemen, your front row for tonight's 35-lap A-main will be Cooper Wilson and Harry Stewart on the front row. Ladies and gentlemen, are now given the signal to show you the most awesome sight in all of motorsports. This is a simple show of respect to you, the race fans, for coming out and watching this evening for round number 7 of the Hobbs Drenching and Boring 360 Sprint Car Stampede here at USA International Speedway. As we say in sprint car racing, there is no better sight in world motorsport than the four-wide salute to you, the race fans. Harry Stewart, Bailey Carter, Kobe Wright and Cooper Wilson on that front row. Who will come out on top here tonight, race fans, as I come out of turn number 4, 4 wide. For round number 7. We are already 6 rounds deep. Can a driver go back to back here tonight? Last week's winner of Darcy Wilson, starting from the 13th position here tonight. Who will it be? Here we go, race fans. As the yellow lights on the pace car are now out. Harry Stewart and Cooper Wilson on the front row. Bailey Carter and Kobe Wright on row number 2. Brett Wheeler and Blaine Densley on row number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, for the final time here tonight, let's get set. 35 laps on the board. Here at USA International Speedway, ladies and gentlemen, let's get set to go Well, let's go live for 35 here at USA International Speedway. Round number 7 is green. Into turn number 1 and 2 we go. Down the back straight away. Harry Stewart is like a bull at a gate. Down the back chute we go. Into turn number 3 and 4 this time. Stewart leads us through turn number 3 and 4. We are caution yellow is on the speedway. We will get set to do this all one more time. Here we go, race fans. Time to do this once again here at USA. Harry Stewart had a beautiful start on that original start there. As we get set one more time. So here we go. Set to do battle here once again. As we get set to go one more time. So Harry Stewart, Cooper Wilson, Ethan Bastian and Kobe Wright. Blaine Densley. Here we go. This time, here we go, race fans, as I line up 2 by 2. Harry Stewart and Cooper Wilson on the front row. Let's go racing, race fans. Take 2 here of tonight's A-Main. 35 laps still set to go. We are green. Into turn number 1 and 2. Stewart goes to the top side of turn number 1 and 2. Takes the race lead down the back straight away. Here comes Cooper Wilson as well in car number 14. The Hobbs Trenching and Boring 81 Racewear. Beat the Dark. Trent Pullman Designs number 14 car. Down the main straight away we go, this time by into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, Stewart caught the wall there, lost the race lead. Puts the power back down in car number 11. They go side by side. Into turn number 3 and 4, Wilson and Stewart on the top side. Aston Rodriguez back there in position number 3 at the moment. Then you're back to Kobe Wright, Blaine Densley, Ethan Bastian. In position number 6. Densley's fallen back to the 6th position now. Ethan Bastian picks up that spot. Riley Stewart. They're all battling. Oh no, there's a big crash in turn number 3 and 4. Oh dear. I don't really think I want to know where all that started. So let's find out where these guys will start. Looks like Brett Wheeler just got through that one as well. I did see a green car in that one. So hopefully no damage befalling a lot of these drivers right now. So Harry Stewart is your race leader. Cooper Wilson back there in the second position. Then you go back to Aston Rodriguez in position number 3. So here we go, race fans, set to do battle. One more time. We get set right now to go green. Working lap number 10 of 35. Here at USA International Speedway, Clayton Davies is still back there as well in car number 50. Don't discount him out as well, race fans. He's very quick when it comes to sprint cars, especially here on the iRacing scene. So here we go, race fans, set to do battle one more time. Let's go green. Into turn number 1 and 2. There is nearly contact there on the entry of turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Kobe Wright down the back straightaway as well, battling for further positions in here tonight's A-main. Cooper Wilson looking for the race lead on Harry Stewart right now, but Stewart too good on the top side. Bang the cushion down as well. Hopefully no damage on the number 11 car. Meanwhile, through turn 1 and 2 and down the back stretch we go. Into turn number 3 and 4 this time. As it's all on here right now here at USA International Speedway. Harry Stewart is your race leader. Then you're back to Cooper Wilson, Darcy Wilson from the 13th starting position up to the 3rd spot right now. Clayton Davies as well, he's up 13. So a lot of these drivers making big moves early here in tonight's A-main. Through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back chute we go. Harry Stewart is your race leader. Then you go back to Cooper Wilson, Clayton Davies as well, battling for the 3rd position. In the Synergy Sim Racing Wave Runner, Speedway shop number 50 up against, right now, Darcy Wilson, your winner from the International Speedway last weekend. He's up there as well. Rodriguez as well, looking on the top side of the racetrack. Meanwhile, only about 7/10 of a second between Harry Stewart and Cooper Wilson. Stewart now has gone to the bottom side in turn number 1 and 2 and also in turn 3 and 4. He knows that's where the car's working the best. He doesn't want to put the car at risk by going on the top side. In turn number 1 and 2 we go, this time by working lap number 17 of 35. Meanwhile, through turn number 3 and 4 we go, though, this time by down the main straightaway. As we are cautioned, yellow is out on the racetrack this time. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. All of the calls coming through on Facebook. We will get set to let them loose one more time. So I know that's a little bit quick going across there, so I'm trying to make it work a little bit slower. Set right now for another restart. Harry Stewart is your race leader in car number 11. Cooper Wilson back there in the second spot. Then you're back to Clayton Davies. Aston Rodriguez is back there as well. As we go back to green. Into turn number 1 and 2 we go. Harry Stewart on the bottom side of the racetrack. Into turn number 3 and 4 we go. Here comes Rodriguez looking to the outside. Here comes Luke Wilson as well. In car number 9. Through turn number 1 and 2 we go. So we've got 13 laps remaining this time. Into turn number 1 and 2 we go. Harry Stewart bounces it off the wall in turn number 1 and 2. Into turn number 3 and 4 we go, though this time by, and Harry Stewart is all over it right now. Through turn number 3 and 4 and down the main stretch we go now with 12 to run. Cooper Wilson still back there in the second position. Then you go back to Aston Rodriguez. Sean Stevens has come all the way through the field as well. In car number 26 as we are caution yellow once again on the racetrack. So as we get set right now for another restart, this time by. So, Harry Stewart is your race leader. Cooper Wilson back there in the second spot. Then you go back to Aston Rodriguez. Clayton Davies back there in position number 3. Position 4. As we get set right now, set to go green. Here once more with 9 laps to go. Into turn number 1 and 2 we go though this time by, and down the back chute this time. Harry Stewart is all over it right now in car number 11. Cooper Wilson back there in the second position. Rodriguez trying to fend off battle from Sean Stevens. Into turn number 1 and 2. Stevens puts the power down, and I tell you what, race fans, that bottom side of the racetrack, it's working, but some of these drivers carrying a little bit more speed, who knows at the moment. So as we go back down to turn number 1 and 2, Sean Stevens, nearly makes contact with Cooper Wilson, with this time by 6.5 to go. Down the back chute this time. Into turn number 3 and 4 we run. Aston Rodriguez now up to second in car number 30. Wilson on the bottom side, so too Sean Stevens. Stevens now switches to the top side of the racetrack. They try to go wheel to wheel in turn number 3 and 4. Couldn't get the job done though for Sean Stevens. This time by with 5 remaining. Into turn number 1 and 2. This time down the back chute. Rodriguez is absolutely working the top side like a boss right now. Harry Stewart as well has gone to the back to the top side. Into turn number 1 and 2, Sean Stevens. He's trying to work over Cooper Wilson right now. Into turn number 3 and 4 we go. This time as they cross the stripe now with 3 to run. Wilson and Stevens. Stevens tries to go mid-track, tries to get round Cooper Wilson. This time into turn number 3 and 4. Wilson, does he leave the bottom lane open? No. Shuts the door on Sean Stevens. With 2 laps to go. Into turn number 1 and 2. He's had some bad luck, race fans, over the last couple of weeks. But tonight he's back here for revenge. 1 lap to go now for your race leader of Harry Stewart. Into turn number 1 and 2. And down the back straight away this time. Into turn number 3 and 4 for the final time we go. How about it, race fans? Harry Stewart will get the job done. Good job, Harry Stewart. Second will go to Aston Rodriguez. Third, Cooper Wilson. And fourth to Sean Stevens. Good result tonight for some drivers as well. Riley Stewart home in position 5. Craig Plater home in 6th. So as we'll get set right now to take a look at your full field rundown for tonight's feature race. Coming up onto your screen. There it is, Harry Stewart, Aston Rodriguez, Cooper Wilson, Sean Stevens and Riley Stewart, your top 5. Then you go back to Craig Plater, Jason Crawford, Lockie Phillips, Brett Wheeler and Nick Ryan to round out your top 10. And then go back to Bailey Hall, Leo Heaton, Thomas Mitchell, Joshua Walton, Darcy Wilson, Clayton Davies, Ethan Bastion and Luke Wilson to round out your top 18 cars. Well, race fans, we'll cross down now and have a chat with your top 3. And we'll bring in your third place getter first. Well, race fans, how about at home in position number 3 here tonight, and a good run. We saw him only just a couple of days ago as well, I believe. Cooper Wilson, mate, not a bad run here tonight for you at USA International Speedway. You had to work for that one.
Oh, yeah, definitely, mate. That was a wild race. I had some pressure on me there the whole time. with Sean there, and then even early on with Aston and Davies and stuff there right behind me. But definitely felt like I was the slowest car out there, but we just held on to it.
Mate, it's definitely different as well when you look at this race, like the size of this racetrack and the caliber of drivers that turns up just for this racetrack. It's a whole nother ball game, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's such a wild racetrack, and yeah, as you can see, it goes really slick. So to hang on to it is pretty incredible. To keep it going around consistently and just keep hitting your marks is a big point in this track.
Mate, talk about the racetrack. Obviously, she'll stick from top to bottom here tonight, but obviously, mate, we know that nasty bump was unsettling a lot of race cars on the top side of the speedway.
Yeah, when we done that pole shuffle there, I sort of went to run the top there and just couldn't do it at all. And so then I just thought, well, there's no point going up there in the feature, and then went up. I had to go up there for the first lap and pretty much smacked the right rear against the wall into turn one. So I thought, well, I'm not going back up there again. So I just stuck to bottom and pretty much didn't move from there. So yeah, I knew if I stayed down there, Sean probably wouldn't be able to get around me. So I just had to keep the bottom there and not open the door. But no, it was a good race with him.
Mate, it's all about hitting your marks. But obviously, mate, awesome race here tonight here at USA International Speedway, mate. We know there's a lot of good people behind the scenes, a lot of good people in this race car, mate. Take this time and thank those people.
Yeah, no, once again, all the boys that beat the dark. Hobbs, he does a great job. Hobbs, Trenchant and Boring, North Central Solutions, 81 Racewear, Grant Pullman Designs, and a little shout out to Pete. He's doing a bit tough at the moment, so that one's for him.
Well, there it is, race fans. How cool. Cooper Wilson home in position number 3 here tonight.
Cheers, mate.
There it is, Cooper Wilson home in position number 3. We'll come have a chat with the guy that comes home in second, Aston Rodriguez. Aston, mate, good run here tonight at USA International Speedway. This track was tricky.
Sure was.
Mate, she was that top side of the racetrack, mate. Obviously, that bump coming off turn number 4, mate, she was unsettling a lot of race cars, but obviously you guys, a lot of the drivers preferred tonight, obviously, was right around the bottom.
Yeah, I just didn't want to run what Harry was running, to be honest.
Mate, good run here tonight. Obviously, some sponsors you want to thank on this race car for tonight's episode, mate. Well done.
Yeah, I'd like to thank One Stop Construction, One Stop Property Services, Signs and Lines, Climate Batteries, HRO Race Engines, House of Speed, and yeah.
Well, there it is, race fans. Aston Rodriguez home in second place here tonight. Well done, mate. See you back next week. Well done.
Thank you.
Very man, a few words, Aston Rodriguez. Well, race fans, as we say, this guy needs no introduction. How about it, race fans? Welcome back to Victory Lane, Harry Stewart. Mate, well, you made the trek back to Queensland. That's good to see. But obviously not the way to end your Australian title blowing up a motor. But obviously your redemption here tonight, mate, after a bit of bad luck over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's been a while since I sort of ran up front in one of these races. So it was good to be back up front and competitive with just on a pretty technical track with how slick it was and the curb being so built up. It was, yeah, pretty fun.
Mate, what a track here tonight. Obviously you've had a lot of experience. You know, a fair bit of experience now behind the wheel of a sprint car and also behind the wheel of a midget. Obviously, what do you take out of that and put into this, mate? Because I'm sure we touched on that before with you, but obviously it's a lot of different when you look at a racetrack so big like USA.
Yeah, I think the racing in the real world sort of makes me relax a bit more with plain eye racing. I take it more as of a game, and I can sort of drive a lot better because I'm not trying super hard like I used to, and it sort of works out for the better. And yeah, this bloody track's got a huge straight, so it's a bit annoying, but yeah, just trying to not be left and right making bloody pizzas on the wheel every lap here is the main issue, and then you got to bloody take the corner. So yeah, I don't know, it's a weird joint.
Mate, obviously, I noticed, though, like, obviously, when we were checking up front with you throughout the A-main, obviously, mate, you had to battle that race car. You were bouncing that machine off the cushion like no tomorrow. Obviously, talk us through what that was like, mate. Obviously, she unsettles a lot here on iRacing, obviously now with the update with the sprint cars?
Yeah, I was just trying to. I wanted to run top both ends like I was in that pole shuffle, but after that 4 wide, when the outside cars all were obviously against the fence because we had to fit everyone 4 wide, it just packed the cushion down and there was nothing to lean on in 1 and 2, and then off of 4 it always has something because it's just huge, but it wasn't as big as it was, but it was still pretty painful to get through and not stick it in the fence after you get through it. So I was just trying to lift off as much as I could without losing too much time to get through that rut, and yeah, just pretty much watching me mirror a bit, seeing what everyone's doing, and had Brad let me know if anyone was coming on the top, and he sort of just told me to just keep running the line, and we figured that line out in 3 and 4, the slider or middle to top thing. I was doing it that last restart, and it seemed to work pretty good.
Now, I wasn't going to do this to you, but I'm gonna. Mate, obviously, you were down here a couple of weeks back in that beautifully presented Titan Garage and Carports number 21 machine. Let's talk about that for a second, because obviously the weekend didn't go according to plan for you.
No, it didn't. It had plenty of positives, like even though the motor obviously let go, there's a few things over the weekend and throughout the few races I did before at the start of the season. We've had a few issues with like oil leaks and stuff, and we didn't really know what was coming from. We thought it was like 1,600 different things before it obviously went bang and we realised what it all was. And yeah, we're pretty lucky to just get as many shows as we did in with it how it was. And I think the motor man sort of said it was down at least like 50 horsepower. So obviously not the best thing, but it was still pretty cool to go down there. And Eastern Creek's a lot cooler than I thought. I thought it sort of has no character when you watch it on TV, but when you get down there, it's a lot more banked, and the whole atmosphere is a lot better than you obviously see on your screens. But yeah, a few positives, a few negatives, but it was a good weekend just watching that final night and just meeting new people.
Mate, it's got to suck though. Obviously, I was watching Race Monitor on my phone and I thought, crikey, he's actually not turning bad laps. Like, you were sort of low 16s, high 15s, sort of in that sort of region, but you sort of look at it from a point where it was mainly around the bottom, and you know that big rut coming out of turn number 2 at Eastern Creek. You know, obviously you had to try and avoid that, try and push up the racetrack as you exit off turn 2. So when the racetrack was tacky, obviously it works very differently, obviously, when you're trying to follow big American drivers like T-Mez and Brady Bacon around there as well.
Yeah, the track on the second night, because I got to do the first heat because the motor let go after the check-in of that one. We didn't know what to do with the setup because it was pretty tacky the whole first night, or it wasn't slick, but it wasn't hooked up after. Besides that second heat when it was raining, but yeah, it was a bit of a pig to drive, and the whole time in that the first heat and the second night, I was thinking what we could have done to be better, and yeah, it was cool. I don't know, it's different track, different experience. It'd be nice to go down there and just absolutely hold the thing flat out and just steer, but yeah, just had to look after the motor, and I held it flat after the finish, and she went bang. So yeah.
Surely you got to be coming down here soon in the sprint car, right? Like, there's still a lot of sprint car shows left this season, mate. Obviously, you got to make the trek, no?
Oh, we've just convinced the car owners to go to Toowoomba, and that's only about 2 hours away, just 2 hours.
No.
So I think Sydney's a bit far. Maybe if I get a ride with someone, I'll obviously take it and go down. But yeah, Sydney's pretty foreign thought for the sprint car at the moment. So just keep working on getting better up here, and keep getting consistent finishes, and maybe head up the hill next year if that all works out how it does. And yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a long season, I reckon, mate. Obviously, with Archerfield closing down and all that sort of stuff, obviously it's going to be pretty cool. Obviously, you know, you get to race one of the last events at that racetrack coming June.
Yeah, it should be cool. I never got to race there in the midget yet, so I did a practice night and that went great. I did about 5 laps the whole night, so I was really looking forward to doing the 50 lapper on that last weekend. But I think there's going to be a few things go our way with getting parts for the motor or the other motor to make it to that show, but the sprint car should be really cool. First two-night show I'll doing that, and hopefully I'll make the feature, because every club show I seem to put in my best laps like 5 to the checker, and it'd be nice to have an extra 25 on that, so it'd be good doing 50 laps, just got to bloody make it.
Mate, we've been live for over 2 hours now, so I'm going to let you thank your sponsors and all that sort of stuff as you normally do, mate, and take the time.
Yeah, just everyone at United and Slick Sim Sports for everything they do. Titan Garages and Carports for supporting me on here, and Real World, obviously. 87 Creative for doing all my design work, Tour Mobile Welding, Frags Tyres, BKB Pumping Solutions, yourself for broadcasting, and everyone at JSI for putting the league on and taking the time out of their weekend to do it.
Well, race fans, you've got to be pretty cool with that. How about it, race fans? Give it up for your race winner here tonight, Harry Stewart. Well done, mate. We'll catch you up soon and see you back next week. Well done, bud.
Cheers.
Always cool to have a chat with that guy. He's always full of words. Well, race fans, this will bring us to a close for this weekend, and we'll see you guys next week for round number 8 of the Hobbs Trenching and Boring 360 Sprint Car Stampede Series. We'll see you guys back next weekend, and we'll see you on next Saturday as well for another round of the American Dirt Series as well. So be sure to tune in next Saturday from about 1 o'clock onwards for that one. Well, race fans, my name is Matt Bailey. Have a good week, and we'll see you back next Sunday night. See you then.